Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and the Son, Yahweh Bashmi Shai, Basham, Warakak Wadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone and also the elder bishops on down that have taught us this truth well. And Yahweh Bashmi Shai Brakatham to the overall elect whom this gospel is for. So right around when America's going to be building on their AI infrastructure, as this reads, UK to become the leading global testbed for AI enforcement. Karl Starmer, who attends annual Davos World Economic Forum gatherings and is at the forefront of world leaders, trained to introduce the Great Reset, Fourth Industrial Revolution AI agenda to his country, has recently taken a major step into the abyss by announcing, Salakia, the 13th of this month and of this year, that his government is going to push AI into the veins of Britain. That's straight out of the World Economic Forum's manual for enforcing a digital DNA manipulation program for control of the human mind. And it looks like Sir Karl Starmer Gas is being chosen to lead the way. Our plan will make Britain the world leader. It will give industry the foundation it needs and will turbocharge the plan for change, says Starmer, claiming that the plan for change is about more jobs, more investment, more money in people's pockets, and the transformation of public services. But we all know what the plan for change really is. The Great Reset's grand theft of people's privacy, property, and positive mental health. In a world of fierce competition, we cannot stand by. We must move fast and take action to win the global race, said Starmer. So when they say we have to, fast and take action to win the global race, meaning the way that I see it interpretly is the heads above these politicians are telling them to act with the quickness to setting up this one world system. So it has nothing to do with, we got to compete with this country and that country. No. All of these countries, all of these major countries around the world are moving quick now because they were told to move quick. But they tell us, we got to compete with China. We got to compete with America or whatever. So anyway, how many times have we heard this sort of economic claptrap spewing forth from the clones of the World Economic Forum School of servile technocrats? Starmer wants to take action to win the global race to transhumans to replace sentient members of the human race. Klaus Schwab convinced him, as well as his counterpatriot, King of England, that this is the future. If you want to keep your job for the next 4 years, you had better set by it right away. Warns his mind is now. There's a part of this article too that I want to read as well. Actually, you know what? It's actually right there. So what I'll do is I'll just read this, and this is the point that I want to read. An upright turbocharged goose steps march into the state-controlled surveillance, big data, central control, and a subservient brain damaged social constituency is what is actually being announced by the British Prime Minister. The Guardian newspaper boldly announces Karl Starmer will launch a sweeping action planned to increase 20-fold of the amount of AI computing power under public control by 2030. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to read on right there. And like I said before, this is just the powers that be above these politicians telling them to get a move on. It ain't got nothing to do with competition. All right? And ultimately what it's really all about, this AI thing is really about getting Esau to being the gods. And this is what influences them to bring this new world order in, this technocratic system in the first place. Because they want to be gods controlling everyone's minds. All right? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, all that is worshipped, so that he is as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. So what Esau is doing, he's fighting up against the Lord and trying to manipulate nature, trying to manipulate people's DNA. And this is why, again, we're in this era. This is the reason why they want to put C-hips in us, so that they can control us and tell us, just like they told us 5 years ago, to get an mRNA shot. And what that does is that basically mortifies your structure, your molecular structure, okay, your DNA. So they want to further do that onto us when we're under that implantable device. All right, that marker to be system. Let me just boldly put it that way. All right. So yeah, ultimately this devil, he wants to be like the Most High. He wants to recreate and reinvent the wheel, to say that he is the Most High, and that he can then say, look what we've done. Okay? But it ain't gonna go that far. The Lord is gonna lead him up to the point where he can implant people. And once that's been already been had, his ass is getting smacked out of power instantly. 2 Thessalonians 2:5, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in this time. And this is the time he's being revealed in, because this truth came back. And now we fully understand who this devil really is. Because see, back then, 2,000 years ago, they knew in part. But see, now we know in terms of it being in the fullness. All right, we know the truth in fullness. Let me put it that way instead. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. That's the service, the prophets, bringing out the word of the Lord, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And then Yahushua is going to come and destroy this devil, because it goes back to this over here. Let's play this real quick. Antitasso.
Strong's G 498. Antitasso. Antitasso.
Yeah, so it says to rage in battle against, to oppose oneself, resist. And as it is also written in the book of Isaiah 45:9, woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the potsherds strive with the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioned it, what makest thou? Or thy work, he have no hands. And that's how these devils think. They think that the creation of the Lord isn't enough. We can recreate what has already been created. That's the level of pride that these devils have. But you see, that level of pride is going to bring them severely low. That's a very, very lofty spirit. Okay? So again, when Yahushua comes back, like I like to always say, Yahushua, which he's going to come with the power of his Father in heaven, only is going to show who the real boss of life really is, of all of this existence is. And as it is written, that the Lord is going to have it so that every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that he is the anointed Yahushua. And that's going to signify that, again, that he is the begotten spirit and he is the boss of everything. Okay, once again. So again, when Yahushua comes back, he's going to show where the power lies in, man. All right? So there you go. That's Yahushua showing who's going to be boss out here. And it damn sure ain't going to be these gammon-faced devils. So anyway, that's all I got to say with this, man. I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Bashmi Shai Bashem Warakak Wadash. And I'm just keeping it short for the sake of time anyway. Yeah, so with that, I'm closing. Shalom.